Beginning in October of 2015, I had the privilege of working with and learning from my mentor teacher at Shavey Road Elementary, which is located in DeWitt, Michigan. At Shavey Road Elementary, I was provided the opportunity to learn and grow with a second grade classroom full of 24 intelligent, independent, and outgoing students who offered me an unforgettable learning experience. It's safe to say that these students taught me more than I could have ever imagined. Prior to participating in TE 405 at Michigan State University, I was under the impression that literacy learning, specifically discussions, were mostly geared toward assessing whether or not students were following along and understanding the text based on facts, simply because that is how my experience as a literacy learner was. Now, I believe that literacy learning and teaching within discussions should be geared toward improving students' ability to think critically and integrate ideas, rather than accumulating facts, because children will then have the opportunity to co-construct meaning and make deeper conceptual understandings and connections across domains. Having the opportunity to teach literacy lessons not only just in discussion, but also in reading and writing enabled me to gain a better understanding of how important student discussion and collaboration truly is in terms of the success of each individual student. When engaging in a text-based discussion, it's imperative that teachers choose the texts that are age, topic, and grade level appropriate. Additionally, in order to get the most out of a text-based discussion, finding a text that relates to students' background knowledge will provide the opportunity for a more in-depth discussion. During a text-based discussion, I ideally would prefer to have students sitting in a closed circle so that all eyes can see everyone in the room and students can make direct contact with whomever is speaking. Within the discussion, my classroom will engage in open and cognitively challenging questions that target higher-order thinking and involve students in critical evaluation and analysis. My students will take personal positions on the issues being discussed using talk moves we've discussed and practiced together, such as I think, I believe, and I feel. Lastly, it's important that in my future classroom, students are respectful whether agreeing or disagreeing with a classmate's answer, and to acknowledge the fact that one person should be talking at a time. Before the discussion, my role as a teacher will be to set the stage regarding rules, norms, proper behavior, and talk moves that students should use during the discussion. Additionally, prior to the discussion, as a teacher, it's my job to develop the questions that students will be discussing and anticipate possible responses and misconceptions. During the discussion, my role is to monitor the students' behavior, probe their thinking and understanding, and facilitate when needed. My role is to praise or question the process of reasoning instead of the conclusions. After the discussion, my role is to guide students into making further connections, summarize their findings, and relate points made during the discussion back to the learning goals. It's important after the discussion to engage children in an activity that allows them to voice their final opinion, whether that be via an exit slip or a discussion, grade level permitting. In discussions, encouraging and supporting students in considering one another's ideas is a key component. One way I can support my students is to provide them with discussion talk moves that they can use throughout the discussion. It would be helpful to have these talk moves written on a poster board and hung somewhere visible in the room where students can reference them throughout. Students aren't born knowing how to respect another when they are speaking, so another way I can support students is to make sure that I go over the classroom and behavior norms each time before a discussion begins. Lastly, making sure to promote equitable talk in the classroom is a way to not only engage every student in the classroom, but to make it known that all opinions matter and it's important to respect those opinions. Using evidence from the text to support claims within a text-based discussion is something students may need guidance and practice with. In order to support students in this endeavor, I can probe students who are sharing to direct the class back to the text and place emphasis on the exact paragraph where their idea came from. Since this could be new to some students, modeling how to make a claim or state an opinion and then find evidence in the text to support that claim could help students gain a better understanding of what they are being asked to do. In the future, I will remember that leading interactive discussions that promote the development of students' ability to think critically and integrate ideas will help broaden their conceptual understanding of certain topics. Additionally, I will remember that teaching and learning literacy isn't a one-way street, and that each student is different in their abilities and comfort levels with reading, writing, and discussion. Thank you, Shavey Road Elementary and TE 405 for providing me such an unforgettable experience.